Welcome to Dr. Levski Gaming. My name is Sean, and I want to thank all of my subscribers, and I appreciate Hero Wars Mobile for promoting one of my late videos. It's very helpful to me, and I really appreciate when you like and subscribe and comment on my videos. Now, getting into today's video, I had a few requests from viewers to do more of the sibling testing with the Chaos faction. So I was looking into doing some more fights with them, and luckily I do have a lot of Chaos members leveled up. Peppy and the twins are kind of my lowest, so I don't have as many fights with them. But what we can see from the live stream, they actually do seem to work pretty well with the twins. They have some pretty good synergy. And then with Peppy, even though my Peppy is only about 30k power level, I can see the potential with the synergy of Kayla and Peppy, as I'll show in a few of the fights. Now, the Chaos faction works really well with the siblings because of the sacrifice mechanic that a lot of the heroes have. So for example, Lilith, Xe'sha, Dorian, and Cleaver, I believe, are the ones that have the sacrifice mechanic in addition to the new siblings. And whenever that happens, it allows for a lot more damage, healing, and health on the team overall. So in this case, you can see that the magic damage is greatly increased for Lilith and Xe'sha, and then Aidan is able to heal the team really well. And then Kayla does okay in this team, but it's not really focused around physical damage. Against this Carc team, I decided to throw in Anvari just to try and keep my siblings alive for as long as possible. And then Xe'sha with her mist is able to make Carc miss with one of his attacks. And then Kayla also blinds the team so that Carc will miss some attacks, as you can see right there. And they end up doing pretty good. And at this point with Kayla going down, I figured I was going to struggle, because I figured it was only a matter of time until Anvari falls, and then after that the rest of the team would just go. But of course, the amazing thing with the siblings is that as long as one is still alive, the other can always come back. And so then Kayla comes back and she just keeps ripping apart the enemy team. And then Xe'sha often targets Carc because of his lower magic defense, so it works out really well. Now in this fight, I end up losing the fight, but I was just curious to see how Peppy would do in terms of the synergy with Kayla. And you can see when Kayla jumps over, she starts doing her damage, blinds everyone, and then that purple bubble appears over her. And that is Peppy's boldness skill, and you can see all the magic damage happening to everyone around Kayla. And my Peppy has only 1,000 magic penetration, so it doesn't end up doing a whole lot of damage. But I can see that if my Peppy was actually geared up enough to do damage, that synergy between Kayla and Peppy would actually do very well. And you can see the same thing here. This is a full Chaos team, and Peppy's damage starts flying as soon as Kayla jumps to the other side. And by the end of the fight, even though I lose, it was just curious to see that Peppy actually did the most damage on my team. So based on these tests, I do think that Kayla and Peppy will actually end up working very well. And then here's another all Chaos team up against a Jew, Iris, and Amira team. And the Jew here I figured was going to give me issues, so I was hoping that the Fafnir combined with Kayla will hopefully stun them. But then I forgot that without Tristan, it was unlikely that I was going to be penetrating their armor and therefore not getting as many stuns. But with Peppy and Fafnir combined, there was actually some more stuns, as well as Cleaver will also do some more stuns. But as you can see, as the fight goes on, I just barely end up winning, and that's because Kayla and Aidan kept reviving each other, and eventually I was able to get Jew down. In this fight, I was really interested to see how Kayla would interact with Mushy and Shrooms mushrooms. I wanted to see if Kayla could destroy the mushrooms before they spawned. And it looks like Kayla is doing a lot of damage to the mushrooms and preventing them from healing. And then Peppy's shield also helps do some more damage over there. And so it looks like Kayla might be a good way to prevent Mushy and Shrooms adds from spawning and healing to full. And then I slowed it down here so you could see all the magic damage being done by Peppy's shield. And then you can see that there's just a lot of magic ticks happening. And of course this is with a very weak Peppy and very low magic penetration. So I can only imagine how much damage it would be with a max Peppy. Here I was just trying to add in more shields for Kayla to survive a little longer using Julius, just to make sure that Kayla would stay over there longer to allow the shield to do more damage. And it definitely seems like a viable tactic to use Peppy and Kayla, and then maybe have Peppy next to Dorian so that Peppy can remain healed from that damage. And then beyond that, just trying to keep Kayla as healthy and alive as possible to make sure that damage keeps rolling. And then in this team, I was trying to get more magic penetration for Peppy and still have a little bit of magic defense while using Faceless. But I couldn't really get Faceless's ultimate to line up with when Peppy's boldness shield was up. So there was very few chances to see huge numbers from Peppy's shield in this fight, but it still worked out. Thanks for watching. I hope you find these videos useful and informative, and if you want to see more Hero Wars mobile content, then be sure to like and subscribe. Thank you.